10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Team Empire's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Team Empire.
Alright guys, we're gonna be going live in around, let's say 30 seconds.
Mage.
Dire team pick.
Sand King.
Team Empire's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Now the video isn't playing at all.
5 seconds
video.
remaining.
Alright, the video is just completely gurgling up. I'm sorry.
Reserve time.
Anyways, we're here in the Dota Pit League Season 2. We got Denial eSports up against Team Empire. My name is Chipmunk and I'm subbing in for the High Ground TV boys, which is, well, in this sort of circumstances, Mord. He's ill. Best wishes to Mord, and hopefully he's going to get well very soon. And yeah, we're going to have Denial eSports up against Team Empire here in our hands. We have a 2-game series, so you're going to be playing 1 game as Dire, 1 game as Radiant, 1 game with first pick, 1 game with second pick. And everything is going to be very fair, very good, very nice. And let's open the draft already, because we are picking our heroes. And it is Skywrath Mage Sand King once again for Denial. Now this time Team Empire, they've got enough of this, yeah, well, shenanigans, seriously. And they picked themselves up a Brewmaster because pretty much, well, the Void is banned. And we are still seeing the same bans from like 6-1A to A and B pretty much all game. Which is a thing. I think the nerf bat hit the DP quite hard. You really are so damn reliant on your exorcism. Now you can still go, of course, into some sort of, well, I don't want to say fighting build, but you can play around it just a bit. And this sometimes feels a bit like the Brewmaster, where there is some sort of builds where you pick up an Aghanim Scepter, you essentially own your ultimate. If you don't, well, that's also no problem, because you can pick up some more items. You can pick up the AC, the Shivas, the Vlads, and you're gonna be a big-ass teamfight controller, even though you're not in your ultimate form. However, let's see how this Brewmaster is going to be played. I'm actually not sure who's going to be playing this one here. It's Yukio now standing in, and it looks like it's getting more serious with Yukio and Team Empire, which is something I definitely like. However, so far he didn't really have the biggest impact in the games I saw Yukio standing in. His Void last game did get shut down heavily by the Skywrath Mage. But I also gotta say, I mean, Creo was just having that absolute time of his life right there. He was just getting everything done. They were roaming into the mid lane, they were getting back to the lane, and suddenly Yukio was like, alright, well, there's a Skywrath Mage in my face. How the hell can I get some sort of experience? Well, spoiler alert, you cannot.
Remaining.
And that's a big issue, of course. Anyways,
5 seconds remaining.
Still, let's see how Denial are going to be working of this lineup. Terrorblade now banned, Silencer banned, and the PA.
Time.
So finally Team Empire actually, they've got enough of this, and they're going to ban out the Phantom Assassin. Well, I mean, sorry, but Joel is just way too strong on this guy. Well, on the girl. Whatever. It's a Dota game, right? So, Jakiro is now played, and this means one of those three is going to be a core. There was a very famous interview with Black. He was like, alright, you need 2 cores, and a hard carry in the current meta. Now, this, of course, comes back to 6.82b, and now in 6.82c, everything was even a bit lower tuned, and now I think this is a really damn good patch. I'm very much looking forward to see a lot of games on this patch. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a rather long one at that. Not quite like a year ago when we had like, I don't know, what was it, like 6.79 was there for 6 months or something ridiculous. It felt like there was nothing happening, but well, now
Reserve time.
I'm sure the meta's going to be amazing. So, Skyrath made Sand King Jakiro. Very early game oriented, very push oriented from the Jakiro, very pick-up oriented from the Sand King and the Skyrath. And you know what? Very teamfight oriented as well. So, they do not have strong late game just yet, which Team Empire don't really have just now, but the Ogre Magi is such a nice scaling here into the later stages that you kinda always have a good shot at the late game. The Viper is a very mid-game oriented one. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So let's see if this is going to be working. Because I am actually not sold on the idea of the super mid-game oriented lineup from Denial when there is a Brew, an Ogre, and a Viper. I don't also know if this is maybe a bit all-inish there from Denial. Because Brew and Viper are usually going to be scanning a bit better than any sort of Jakiro and Sand King. Even the Ogre.
Reserve time.
And why? Well, because the Ogre just has his Bloodlust, and I'm not sure if the mouse over is working with the overlay. Not quite. But anyways, it's 16% movement speed, 50 attack speed as well on a 30-second duration. Of course, you can multicast as well. So you are actually looking at a hell of a lot of potential amplification of your physical carries. They hit faster, they move faster, perfect, right? So they go with the Darkseer, alright, so they want to kind of turn this against Team Empire themselves. Now the Viper is amazing. If you get a Viper illusion, that's great. A Brewmaster, if this is indeed going to be some sort of Aura Master, it's also pretty damn amazing. But if not, well, I wonder. I wonder if this is going to be an Axe Brewmaster, because I certainly can't see this working out for them. And then you're not going to be giving away too much for the Darkseer.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm actually not sold. Maybe Team Empire just going to be gunning into just a bit more late game than Denial have, and if they win stuff, that's amazing. If they don't, well, it's, it's alright. It's alright. Anyways, Ogre Viper. How do you lane this? So far, this could be an offlane brew. Now, Yukio actually is playing a hell of a lot of offlane brew, more than a lot of other guys, which I'm not a big fan of. I think the Viper is... I mean, okay, given the Viper is a great mid laner, but he can also be played very nicely in the easy lane. The Brewmaster really needs to have a bit of levels up, and even if you go into some sort of brown boots into Blink, you still need to have this Blink deck up. And if you get shut down by a Skyrath mage, if you get your towers pushed in by a Jakiro, I'm not so damn sure.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm not so damn sure, seriously. Anyways, Darkseer is another hero I didn't see too much. I don't think he got changed like at all. Interesting. But anyways, I mean, it's still a Darkseer. He's still rather strong, and the good old joke with it, just giving the vacuum more cooldown means this is actually an official Dota 2 patch. Just doesn't cut it anymore, it feels like. Vacuum didn't get changed too much in the last few patches. It's now 28 seconds, still just disgustingly long, but whatever. He was just a bit too strong for ages pretty much, and he is still great, especially against melees. But I wonder where he's going to be having his influence in the game. Now while I think about this though, the search is going to be amazing. Brewmaster has a clap, has a slow. Ogre Magi has a slow, Viper has a slow. A pretty good one at that. Even Ancient Apparition, so... If you go and just, search people away that are getting kind of initiated, you can just turn around and crush them so damn hard if you find the team fight. If you don't, that's an issue. Spectre's picked up. Wow.
Empire's turn to pick.
But Spectre is now a bit changed. So in the last patch, also there were some changes to the Spectre. And let me check if this is exactly as much as I thought it is. But yeah, let's... Oh, it's not 8-3. 8-3 would be amazing. Of course, it's 6.8 to C. So let's see, because there were some changes to the
10
Skywrath, of
seconds
course.
remaining.
But Horned Illusion outgain damage decreased from 40 to 30%.
5 seconds
So not only does
remaining.
Spectre have 5 movement speed less, and also the Horned Illusion's not going to be doing too much. And that's actually a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal, but at the same time, you're still looking at one of the strongest late gamers in the game. You go in as a Spectre, you die, and just because you die, you're doing a hell of a lot of damage through the Dissipate. You buy back, you haunt in, and then you kill anyone on the map. Now, this can also be played even harder. If you have a Refresher Orb in base when you're like 6 slotted or like 7 slotted with a Refresher and a buyback ready, you go in with your ultimate actually, you get killed, you buy back, you use Refresher, and you come in once again, and this is like complete destruction. I don't think there's any sorts of things happening where you can stop this sort of onslaught from a Spectre, but given you need to have an absolute disgusting amount of farm.
Prepare for battle.
Oh, that's an interesting set though. That's a cool set. Man, Joral, he's my man anyways, but he's certainly showing off his fashion sense. I mean, he's French after all, so there's got to be something. So on the side of Denial eSports, while we're actually loading in the game, we got the second game in a best of 2 on our hands. Denial were winning the first game. They are now 3-0 in the Dota Pit League Season 2. 1 minute to go until the horn is going to be blown. And we got fucking Mad, the mastermind, who's just giving so much insight to ESL events. He's absolutely amazing in general to talk to. And he's on the Sand King, Paris, aka Sokshka. You know, those who are playing together for like ages, it feels like. And back in DD, back in pretty much everything even. And it is now Paris on the Darkseer top lane. We might have some sort of skirmish happening there. It is Joral, one of the new additions to the team. On the Spectre, Cryo, on the Skywrath Mage, and well, he was playing a hell of a lot of Wisp when I first casted those fellas, but now it's back to some more standard Skywrath Mage, and he was having a great impact in the last game, and well, I'm not surprised to see this fella now on the Drakira, gotta say. Matrice is now 1 point up already in the Liquid Fire. He wants to push towers down fast, and you know, he's going to be doing this quite nicely. Liquid Fire is amazing. And if you're looking at the mid lane, well, it's going to be a Soul Brewmaster against him. And Brewmaster has to get his bottle quick, which is going to be happening inevitably. But he also has to spam out so much. And if there's any sorts of rotations from any ranged hero, maybe even Cryo on his Skywrath Mage, there might be a Courier snipe. And no Courier, no Bottle Crop. Sweet. So, Matrice already a suspect to a smoking, and there is very high probability that there might be a first blood happening. Never mind. Because Mad is also now going to the top lane. If he would have jumped like this way there, this would have been spelling certain doom. But they've got a ward here, okay, so never mind. They were just warding up, and they now have everything under control. Silent already getting, you know, taken down quite a bit. But this is now an aggro trap, it's an aggro try, and this is a double melee lane from Denial, and this is rather greedy. When I'm looking at this, always want to fly solo. They've got great tri-lane heroes if they can find some sort of opening there. They don't really have the stuns, but if there's any sort of arrow landing, immediately there's gonna be just any sort of kills. All day, every day. Matrice should be having a good time against the Brew, however, Resolution is gonna be just last hitting so much, and he's already on 7 for 4, so he's leading the CS right now. And of course Parry as well. Against the Viper, that's actually an okay matchup, but yeah, I still would favor the Viper actually. Because Viper's doing too much damage, you cannot creep skip. Usually Darkseer wants to like chill out in this sort of area, just get some Iron Chill harassment done and, you know, just do his thing. Can't do it though. And now, oh, the Clarity actually got cancelled immediately. Very unfortunate. Resolution, where is your bottle? It's already back in the base, I guess. Yeah, there it is. Wow, he's actually waiting to parry this one over. Empire also going very aggressively in the top lane there. They just want to go and put up so much pressure. And I gotta say, they need to. They absolutely have to. If you do not do a lot of pressure right now early on in the game, there's gonna be some massive drawbacks. Spectre's gonna get big, and a big Spectre is something Empire cannot deal with. Not really. They're gonna have some nice AoE, but it just doesn't feel like it's enough. Oh, Yukion meanwhile is getting kind of initiated. There's Paris. One more chop chop. No? Okay. So not quite, but we can see the power of the Darkseer coming through just a bit. He's losing out on the Harris War though. Because Yuki is now on 100 HP now, he pops himself up with a flask. You know, everyone just having a good time. But Paris doesn't have too much mana anymore, so, you know, that's pretty much it. Now they go, oh, Mad, can't really connect with the stun. Well, he doesn't even want to, and Game is actually gonna be hard for them. It's a smart decision to not have the Sand King top lane because you can't really do anything anyways. So you're essentially only sticking, well, 2 heroes, but the Sand King himself is gonna be leeching away a bit of experience from Paris, and Tower is killing Paris pretty much on his lonesome right there, and Yukio doesn't want to chase, which is good, but eh. I wonder where the first blood is gonna be happening. Oh well. Well, let's see. Okay. So, still bottom. I feel like Mad can just go into the jungle, and yeah, he does exactly this. Oh, solo. I think he needs to eat one more tree, then he can just walk through them. Yep, that's it. No, one more. There's like so much potential. So much potential action coming from. If Joral goes like up until this point, I'm fearing for his life. Well, so far everyone is fine. Let's keep the Spectre selected actually, just for a second. But maybe Denial are gonna be making something happen into Resolution. He's still just waiting. Oh, Spectre is coming in way too deep. Uh-oh. No stun just yet, no stun, silent. Wow, there's like so much auto take damage. Joral, he's in the trees, he's staying in the trees even, and there are some rotations coming in. Mad, he's gonna be connecting with the stun in just a second, but they do stun up Joral, and now it's solo. Oh, he's dropping very low here, but he can connect with a slow, and Mad. Oh, Mad is dropping low. The first blood is gonna get spilled, and it is Mad on a Sand King. Joral now on the run as well, and that's precisely what you do not want to have happen. Just a bit of overplay, and oh no, Cleo as well. Oh, it's so close, but they do get the kill in the end. It is now Empire leading the charge 2-0, which is something they definitely need after the last game. And also Ogre is just so damn tanky. Meanwhile mid lane, wow, Resolution is going deep. One more crit is kind of what he needs there. Nice body block actually, just always walking in front of Matrice, but he can't really connect. Oh, he's going in way too deep. He wants to find the Thunderclap. No Resolution, please. What? That is like very unfortunate from this fella. 5 minutes in, and we saw some very interesting decisions from both teams already. Amazing. Also, what is Viper going to be looking for? He can just buy himself up a Ring of Aquila very quickly if he wants to, and he doesn't. Can be a lot. Can be a very early... I don't think he's going to be dying from this Paris. Oh man, Paris, please! Now there's 2 rotations, and this is going to be such an easy kill. There we go. Empire. 1 TP is all I need. Yokyu getting himself a Viper Strike kill. That's great. Bit of more gold, bit of more experience. Go in the way of everyone on the side of Empire there, participating in the gank, and that's great. 3 for 1, a 6 minute in. Very even game still, but, you know, gotta say, this laning from Empire is just feeling a bit better right now, and we can see this on the cores. The cores are just farming up an absolute storm, and this might be changing as soon as the Sand King picks up some sort of pace in the jungle. As soon as he isn't in the jungle anymore, he can just go and you know, blink. Maybe try to get some stuff done. Meanwhile, mid lane. Oh, Matrice, they go for the split even. Wow, Mirana picks himself up a kill onto the Scarab Mage, and also Matrice. Oh, not long for this world. Silent with a double kill. He was soloing 2 people himself. Wow. Yeah, this is like... This just cannot happen at all. You cannot have a Silent Mirana, now level 6, just getting way too much farm, getting way too many levels in off lane. Yes, this was an aggressive try, but it just doesn't matter too much. You cannot let him get away with this sort of farm. Oh no, no way. And also, well, the Jakiro. Early on, he picks himself up a kill, but now it's straight back to the drawing board. He just died, and bottom lane, Solo is getting cornered, but they do not see this yet. There might be turnaround potential. If there's any sorts of TP coming in, no, they do see Solo right now, but they still want to go for Yukio, and this is a lot of damage coming up from the Iron Shell and the Silence as well. There is a wall even deployed, but that's just not enough. Oh, Mad. Oh, Resolution's coming in. He's gonna have himself a Haste Rune Collapse, and it's just not quite enough. There's not that much AoE there, actually. And always want to fly. Gotta be careful. There's gonna be a stun to Creo, and he goes down in the end. That's a surprisingly good turn of events. Mad is fine. Wow. No, Paris is going to be picking himself up, always want to fly. He goes down, and now it's Solo deploying the stun. Another clap. The crit? No crit? No. We don't need the crit. And that is a very interesting turn of events once again. Wow. Empire just finding so many rotations. Jakiro is now killing the tower, that's great, but he's dying in the process. He is actually just so damn dead. Well. Just so many people dying all the time. Good news is, of course, the tower went down in the mid lane, which means the Roshan is going to be a bit more open. Problem is, there's still a safe lane tier 1 for the side of Team Empire. And, well, you know, if you have the TPs, you can still kind of contest this. There's a very easy kill here from Silent now. He finds himself a, well, it's just a Sacred Arrow into a Star Storm. Still a good one, and, of course, just Silent things. Silent's Mirror is actually so damn scary. I wonder if he now goes into a Jumps, or the Maelstrom, or the Midas. Because Midas is something kind of... I don't want to say it's like old school, or not 6182C-ish, but it's certainly something where I'm like, well, I wouldn't really prefer to see a Midas when you would ask me. Oh, man. I'm getting just killed. Ouch.
Radiant's bottom
Silent is just so
under
damn active.
attack.
Pretty much what it comes down to. Oh, resolution, link, crit, thunderclap as well, and well, Paris is actually so damn quick. Of course, there's the arrow. Now he jukes it, but there is no vacuum. There's no nothing. He's gonna get well brought down.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Left
under
for the
attack.
deads, and it's just Empire rolling denial, 12 for 3. And well, Empire, they do have a game very soon, but they are just really owning denial right now. The other game. This is something, well, there's a Spectre, so it is kind of expected that you're going to lose, you know. Or at least one of them. Deny item. Matrice, solo, stun.
Dire's top tower is under
so Matrice
attack.
gets himself away, which is great. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 12 for 3 now. The towers are falling, that's great for denial, but they need to keep doing this. If we're checking the gold, it's still in favor of Empire, even though there's 2 towers being dropped down. And oh, Ollie's on a fly. He's now so dead. And that's a really important kill. Sand King picks this one up, and that's actually not a big of a deal. You kind of want to farm the Spectre as much as you can, but if you have the option between getting a kill on Sand King, who doesn't have a Blink Dagger, and getting a kill on the Spectre, I think you're just pretty much content. Oh, Silent might be dying from this here. Whoa, Silent! One more? No, he's fine. Uh-oh, arrow. And the stun. Oh, what a play! Boom! And this is just beautiful execution. Holy shizzle. Silent, you man. That was actually really well done. He saw the bolt toss in the air from Resolution, and he was just waiting. He was cancelling out the stun. Man finds himself a stun for Solo, but Solo's really that tanky. Vacuum back, but he might even get away. No way he's gonna get away from this one. Joral, yeah, they don't chase anymore. And there is still a tier 1 left standing. Oh, Joral. Another stun here from Silent. And still, Joral is going to be the important one here. Well, maybe not. Silent is still chasing this. He's going to be fighting another one. Double damage rune. And oh, what a disaster. Now he's getting blocked by the creeps. Facebook's activated. He's running away. And looks like he's actually fine. But this is just... Oh, man. This is so hard to watch. Oh, and Paris. Clap. No crit, interesting enough, and now it's Paris just running away. And this is really an issue. When you're this far into your own jungle... Oh, the arrow! What? Silent? No way you're gonna blink to this one. No. But you force a TP, so I mean, that's a win. You use 100 mana for a Sacred Arrow and just force out to TP. That's a win in my book. Oh, yes, that absolutely is a win. Meanwhile, Silent, he actually goes down. And that is also a really big deal. That was a monster kill streak, and oh, nice juke by Joral. He's fine. Yes, he is. Close call. Let's check how much gold this was. Actually, not that much. Interesting. Oh, someone died from the Ancient Apparition Ice Plus, I guess. Yeah, Paris died. Alright, always on a fly. Sniped him. Didn't even catch this. So much action all around the map. We're just 12 minutes in. We already got 21 kills on the board. Oh my goodness. Game is so damn hard for denial. The Goldcroft is really just telling a nice story there. Well, and now Solo, just once again going into a very interesting skill build. I would love to see just one pointer in the Ignite. I don't think it really does too much for you if you level it up, but I mean, Solo knows his stuff. Solo knows his Ogre Magi. And Joral, where's his farm going to be coming from though? He tries to go for some sort of phase boots. Okay, that's great. Oh, fast. Do they go? Ah, they want to. You can really see Yuki. He really wants to go into Joral here. Yeah, but it just doesn't work.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, Silent is once again fishing for a hook. He got spotted out by the creeps there,
Dire's
so
top tower
that's
has
great.
fallen.
It just... Actually, I want to say Denial are doing a good job right now. Trying to make a lot of stuff happen, and they gotta be very careful. Oh, the clap. The Moonlight Shitters was being used as well, so they want to be very much safe
Radiant's
there. And meanwhile,
bottom
Solo
tower is
is
under
running
attack.
from Paris, but they don't even see them. Now the stun. Man is trying to stop anything from happening here. Oh, he's gonna try to TP out, and he actually is successful in TPing out, but just so long. And here comes Cryo, the double fireball, the multicast, of course, and Yokyu also there to stop anyone in the tracks. Uh-oh, Paris, does he have a surge? No, he doesn't have a surge. Wall vacuum as well, and it doesn't matter. It's just too much damage. The multicast once again was right there, and Solo is just finding them so hard. Wow. $19 for 5 now. Yeah, and of course there's a mech on the Viper, and they are not done yet. Joral is forced to run to the trees. Mad is right here on his own tier 2. He's getting kind of dove there. Solo. Oh man, gotta run, Solo. Man, he's very much on his lone side, dodging the ice part. And here comes the Burst Strike. This is enough. This absolutely is enough. Cryo picks himself up the kill, and this is something they really need. Always want to fly. Kills the Spectre in his own
Dire's
base,
bottom tower
and
is
that
under
is an
attack.
issue. That really is an issue. 0-2 and 118 CS, 40 minutes in from a 1 position. Ouch. What do we do now? Items are
Dire's
so
bottom
much in
tower
favor of
has
Team Empire, of
fallen.
course. Yukio got himself a mag. He's working on his Aghanim Scepter. So many upgraded boots already up on Empire as well. So much additional stats. And the blink up as well. So that's good. That's great.
Dire's bottom
You
tower
needed
is
this so
under
bad on the
attack.
side of Denial. Maybe they're gonna have some sort of chance now, just forcing a fight where Empire don't really expect this. Maybe like a 5 versus 4. Oh, there's combination. And also the split. That's a great ice boss, but of course the Earth Pennant doesn't care too much. Up in the air is the Jakiro, and Paris is running from this onslaught, this relentless onslaught there. And oh, Matrice now getting singled out, and there is no wall. You can't really go for the walls on the Pandas, and this just means another kill, and well, that's nice, but just doesn't really help too much. And now it's a 5-man attempt here to bring down tier 1, which is interesting enough, still standing 50 minutes in. Empire really just farming heroes, not so much the objectives, not so much the creeps, doesn't matter. But it's just telling the story here on the net worth.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So right inside Resolution, now finds one, crits, no, well, this might be the turnaround here. They go for pretty much everything here. They know Resolution already, and this is a good start. But they need to find more, and they do. Well, Joral is that goes a counter kill, 2 for 1 right now. Multicast, Paris goes down as well, and it's still
Radiant's top
always
tower
want to
is under
fly.
attack.
And the boys just too much healing, too much sustain. They are all so damn tanky, even Silent with the Swing of Aquila, so much armor going
Radiant's
its way,
top
and
tower is under
well, the
attack.
mech is effective, to say the
Dire's
least.
middle
23 for
tower
7,
has
16
fallen.
minutes. Joral is farming, that's great, but they're just losing so many towers. And
Radiant's
now,
top
how do you
tower
come back
is
in this
under
game?
attack.
Does Joral go for any sorts of drums? Does he go for a Ring of Aquila maybe even, just to get some easy stats going for him? Even a drums could be something you're looking forward to, but so far it just doesn't feel like it. The Spectre's gonna be such a ridiculous amount of late game presence, but you need to make you need to somehow make it to the late game, and so far it just doesn't look like. Even the Viper can scale kinda okayish. Does Resolution has anything? No. There's an ancient push Ice Blast. If Resolution blinks right now, he could kill him, but he doesn't have the mana. Now he does. Uh-oh. Oh. Clap. Silent? Oh no, the Burst Strike! Matt is stuck. Oh, now he can blink. Oh, man. Matt is safe. Yeah, definitely he's safe. Well, he's creating space. Ancient Apparition, Ice Blast, as well as, of course, the Panda chasing him. Great. Alright. So Matrice is now still finding up. Where are we looking item-wise? Oh yeah, Manta style on Silent, you know, just silent things. He really likes his early Manta style, which is something I personally do not. But he makes it work every day of the week, so I'm completely fine with it. And now it's another smoke gank. Empire just relentless with their aggression. And they do want to find a pickoff now. This is easier said than done, because Denial are pretty much all grouped up bottom here. There's no one farming Ancients. This is like a scouting Ancient Apparition ultimate, so they know they don't to go this way. That's a really good choice, but... Well, Joel is in the trees. Yukia as well, and they just don't want to go for this. I don't think anyone sees too much right now. This is the map vision from the side of Denial. They do see a bit of their own jungle, but you're so damn blind. Mad is still split pushing. This is actually pretty nicely done here. Well executed, but he's got to be careful. There's such a nice getting sword coming in. Right hand side, silently forward. The arrow not being thrown just yet. Now there might be the arrow. Oh, it's going to be on point. There it is. They do not see this yet, but they blink, and of course they go for the crit of the fire blast as well. No multicast, doesn't even need it. And well, space was created, yes, but it's just not quite enough. It feels like, and they do see him warding it. Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, Empire, they do have dibs on this whole area right there. 24 for 7. Wow. And also, Solo is just having an absolute heyday so far. 2, 1, and 11. He's just farming assists. And he might be finding another stun. Oh, not quite in the vision range. Matrice, crazily enough, he's on close to 70 CS. And he's got a Yolt. So that's nice. Always on the fly, even trying to gun for an Aghanim Scepter, and he's building one right now. He's still, of course, quite a bit off, but as soon as those tier 3s are falling, he's going to be having this one very soon. Well, gotta be careful. Oh, they're going for the arrow. This one's going to be connecting. Oh, yeah, of course. And this is just a bit too much. The Ancient Apparition Ice Blast is going to be connecting. Resolution is there with a clap as well, and now he blinks back. Well, he just TPs to the top lane. They want to go for anything here. I don't see this. There's Solo coming in, but no one else. Oh, he's in this, alright. So just because he's in this, they kind of want to go for anything here. They go for the instant split. Nice ult usage, right hand side is Solo. Do they see him? Oh, the multicast. But now Solo, he's getting blown up by a complete epicenter by Mad. And Solo dies there. But still, this Brewmaster is completely left unchecked. He's trying to bring down the Jakiro. It is going to be close. And there is one more. Oh, nice ice path. Nicely done by Matrice. They are completely anticipating what Resolution does. Doesn't matter too much. He goes for one more tap, and now it's go time. It's the turnaround. Maybe one of the bigger ones here in the game. And it's Joral picking up a very important kill on the Brewmaster of Resolution. And this is important. Teamfight recap. Oh, there might be an Ancient Apparition Ice Blast killing some people. Let's see. Not too much. Everyone's going to be fine. But still, it's a 2k gold swing round about the corner, as well as nearly a 4.5k experience swing. And that's a big deal. That's a really big deal right now in this current game. 26 for 9. You need to get those kills on. And so far, I mean, Silent is just having some aimbots there on his arrows. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. I was like, no way this is going to hit, and sure enough, Silent is like, alright guys, I'm still mortal. He's no god just yet. He's close though. And Paris is now, well, he picked himself up a mech like a few minutes ago. That's great. I wonder what he's now gunning for, because he does have quite some mana pool to sustain the mech. He could be going into some Crimson Guard. He could be going for a pipe as well. Any sorts of defensive items would be amazing, because so far, well, this constant damage on the Brewmaster split is just killing them. This constant damage of the Viper as well. And then not only the Ignite, but also of course the Fireballs, which, you know, Fireballs... Oh, that's a great use though. It's not gonna be enough, but it's certainly just saving some time, and this means there was a kill happening bottom lane. The Brewmaster goes down, and that's a great trade when you're in Denial. If you can trade a core for a core, the team which is behind is almost always gonna be winning. Or, well, maybe not. Oh, this teamfight recap doesn't have this kill on the Brewmaster in there. Volvo, please fix. Oh, Paris, he's now getting scouted out. Yuki's gonna be having an ultimate throw this out, and of course it's an Axe upgraded one. Now Paris just charging forward, and the stun is there, so in the end it's just not enough. Blink in top lane, go for the epicenter, go for Silent. Meant to style himself away, and uh-oh. This is gonna be wearing off very soon, yeah, there we go. And Silent is gonna be safe and sound. Mad, will he find the stun? He does not go for this. Oh, this is so unfortunate. This could have been a great kill there. On the one position, Mirana. No, not Aghanim Scepter just yet, is it? No, it's not. But there is another component right now, so we're getting somewhere. And also a 4-star by solo right now, so he's gonna be a bit more of a nuisance to deal with in fights. And I gotta say, I like the skill build now. I'm definitely feeling this one. Just get some Bloodlust in there. Oh, multicast as well, and the arrow close. Uh-oh, well, close call. He just goes down. It's too much damage. Now Yukio. He's just sitting in the nest, and he doesn't care too much about it. And now this combination is nice, so Matt isn't gonna be regenerating any sorts of HP back. He's now blinking himself away. There's still so much damage, but it's just not enough. They do not have any sorts of global spells anymore. And he's gonna be safe and sound back in the fountain. Sweet. So it's go time. Silent and his boys, they are now on the prowl. They want to take down another tier 2. There is a Veil of Discord picked up by Matt, so he is doing a hell of a lot of damage, but only 34 seconds when he has the cooldown. And speaking of magical damage, another item, the Maelstrom, is going to be coming up here very soon.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
13k net for the Viper, 12k for the Morana. How does Yukio find so much farm? Oh, 6, 1, and 3. So it's 166 CS, I guess that's why, yeah. Now the big question is, Yukio, will he transition into some sort of right-click carry Viper, or is he content with just going into a very utility-oriented route? You can build the Viper very tanky, you can now build a Crimson Guard, a pipe, which is something we saw a lot prior to the introduction of the Crimson Guard, or even some DPS-oriented items. I mean, seriously, just you could even get a heart, for all I know, because the damage is kinda there. And where's the last? Blink Dagger, alright, sweet, yeah, I like it.
Invisibility!
BKB as well after the Vladimir's offering, so Resolution is indeed not going to be going for the very, I don't want to say teamfight oriented one with the Aghanim Scepter build, but it's a more late game oriented one. I mean, seriously, if you are only relying on your Primal Split to be effective, this sometimes falls off just a bit too hard. So if you want to be very much a nuisance in the later stages, you just go, you still go Blink, of course, but you build auras. Multicast, boom, on the Roshan, show him what you got. And Dragon Brawler is just so amazing. Poor Roshan doesn't know what happened. Cole Peter, Roshan is, well, he's drunk. That's not what you do. And he's even frozen, I mean, goodness gracious. But meanwhile, Denial are doing some sort of bit of push. They're trying to utilize the map to pretty much everything they can, seriously. But still, Joral is still a lot of his next item, and 2.6k is something, you know, you need to have more, seriously. 2.7k, is he going for the relic? I'm not sure if this is the right choice. Could be, definitely. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, BKB picked up by Yukio, so this is where his whole lot of gold went to. We'll check some more items. Always want to fly. Oh, he's 200 gold short of the next item for the Aghanim Scepter, so 1.2k, and then he's going to be sporting an Aghanim Scepter. Oh, come on, Silent. No way you gotta hit this one! Oh, what? Silent! Silent. Now there's going to be turnaround, though. Silent, well, that's pretty much what happens. Cleo might be falling from this. Wow, he's ticking very low, but this is no X upgraded one. Uh-oh. Nah, it doesn't work. Okay, it's a close call, though. Silent is just way too good. Disgusting. How does he define every arrow in every game? Ever. It's like. Oh man. People gotta just start getting outside as well, I guess. But he's so damn good on so many heroes. Even his gyrocopter is like such a nice feat to watch. I definitely really like getting some stuff. Oh, the Viper is very much tanky. I don't think we can kill him here, actually. Yeah, and this is like right before tier 3s are here. They know they can't kill him. Joral is bit pushing. He does have his ultimate up, but he's kind of low on HP, and he really doesn't want to go. He still lacks his relic, and if he dies now, this is going to be spelling certain doom for the set of Denial. He cannot lose the set of Rex that easily, I feel like. Well, maybe you do. Seriously. You've been used, now the plan comes in. That's a great victory. But no get wall. Oh, the epicenter as well. Resolution gets blown up. That's a good start. Wait a second. Now 2 are dead already. The Horde is coming in solo. It's just trade. He's just running away. And they go for the buyback. They go for more solo. Oh, the Moonlight Shadows. But they do see him, of course. This is under the tier 3. And it might be Empire just overextending their welcome. 2 buyback being forced down. It's not enough, though. Now Paris actually goes down as well. Silent is still alive and kicking. Now he goes down. The Aegis is expired. And also Solo on the right-hand side. They know he's there. Finally, Joral finds him. And this is too much damage. Mad. Will they go for Silent? It looks like there's no mana anymore on the Sand King. And as such, it is Denial staying strong. But the teamfight recap is going to be showing what the big deal is. And actually, those buybacks were completely justified. Look at this. Wow. So game is open once again. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we're gonna be... Alright, shifting a gear down. Let's go slow once again. Empire are still in an absolutely great lead. They're still in a great position. But the good news is, the Spectre didn't buy back. Oh, there was a BKB. Silent. Hello? Well, I guess he wanted to show those creeps how to be big badass, yellow, and all gleaming. And there is the relic. Joral is gonna be finishing his race in just a second. And I gotta say, if this is a comeback... Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. But I might be a bit of a, you know, of a fanboy towards Denial because I really like to see those guys play. Ancient Apparition, nice blast. Just stopping a bit of farm there. Does he have his relic? There we go, yeah. We just caught a tail end of this one. And it's now in the throw. And there we go. That's a nice one. So it's a 28-minute Radiance. Well, I mean, it's not a great timing. And the net worth is also looking very dire. Considering your number one farmer is the Sand King. But you know, it's baby steps. It's baby steps back in the game. Aghanim Scepter Ultimate is gonna be a very big thing here to deal with though, from the start of Denial. Ancient Apparition, one of the better ones you can actually build an Aghanim Scepter on, and of course he had the urn for quite some time now, so... He was effective already, and boy, he's so much more effective right now.
Radiant's top
Ice
tower
Blast,
is under
well...
attack.
Yeah, like you can see in the tooltip, 8, 9, 10 seconds of no healing. Throw in an Aghanim Scepter and suddenly it's 17. On a 40-second duration cooldown. Amazing. So, now we go in actually. Oh wow, this is a great start. But BKB's already activated, Silent as well, and Super Master. And they go for a lot of ultimates, but the Haunt is there as well. They just make quick work of those illusions. Where is the Horn? There's a wall just to stop anyone coming in. Mad, well, this is a Viper Strike in your face. You can't blink anymore. And his epicenter is being completely just nullified. Seriously, the Boommaster Split is going to be stopping in just a second. There we go. And the blink is out. So everyone's just stalling. Another multicast. Does Empire go again? Are they content with getting another set of, well, the first set of frags, maybe another damage, another batch of damage here on this tier 3, and trading their lives away for this? I do not think you do. Oh, Paris is gonna be gunning for Yukio, and it was like he was trying to fish for anyone who would be fortunate, well, foolish enough to really go for any sort of tower last hit there. Just didn't work out. Just didn't work out. Oh man, this is tense. This seriously is tense. Sand King is 3k gold. I can buy back if he wants to. Let's check some buyback status. Yeah, this is exactly what's going to be happening here. And they need to make anything happen, seriously. Oh, Matrice, another stun. Oh, and he just gets stopped like this. Now Solo's in the midst of everyone. The buyback all the way, the close. Double stun. And now Solo's going to be dying from this one. Nicely done so far from Denial. Mad goes down. He buys back immediately. Double buybacks already. Triple buyback. Solo buys back as well. Silent is under tier 4s. He doesn't care. He just wants to kill people. Joral is dropping fast. Oh, Silent is just carrying the game right now. He's putting the whole of Empire on his shoulders, and he is doing work. Rio, also the arrows, so much damage. Creos nearly goes down. Resolution bringing it forward. He's creating space right now. He's not really diving fountain, but it's close. And this means a set of frags, the first one of the game. 38 for 15, 32 minutes in. This is Empire securing a very important objective. This is pretty much what needs to happen there. And they were getting a lot out of this whole team fight there. A lot of magical damage was being completely just nullified by those BKBs, gotta say. The early engagement, not the perfect chain stunts, and suddenly Silent with a BKB. And of course Yukio as well, and Resolution. I mean, those guys, it's so hard to make it work. And 5-second BKBs are plenty against the Sand King. Oh, and we gotta pause. Oh, and we gotta pause. So the good news still is, of course, there is a Spectre with Radiance. The bad news is he's on like 1k HP. Yes, he's got the passive, but it's just not enough at all. It just feels like it's I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's enough at all. This whole idea of getting a very strong early to mid-game fighting lineup and getting amplified by the Ogre Magi is just working out so nicely so far from Empire, seriously. Everyone is so big, everyone's so quick as well. And there is a bit of control. I mean, it's like you have a wall, you have a vacuum, you got the ice path to keep everyone in the place. The idea behind this Rumble Combo 9 is absolutely epic. Problem is, if Empire just not playing this out, I don't want to say wrong, but you know, if they're not grouping up too much, if they don't give the openings to Denial, that's like no way Denial can do any sort of damage. And even though Silent doesn't really go for a straight out right click damage build, he's still hitting like an absolute shock. Doesn't even go for the haste rune. There we go, picks it up. Maybe you can find another arrow. Oh, no way. Silent, arrow, please. Matt knows it. Matt, he knows what's up. He's like, alright, no way, no one's coming into bombs. The juicy wave. And he's like happily running away. However, where is the Sand King? He says silent. Uh-oh. Well, I don't think this is a good idea. Silent. Yeah, there's a Jakiro. And they got it. Let's go for the ultimate. Go, come on, man. No, you can't, of course not. You can't because of the BKB. What an anti-fun item. Volvo, please fix Helmet Trees was getting chased down. He goes down. And Yuku was also coming in as well, and he would have happily secured the kill. What a nice guy Yuki is, though. It doesn't go for this, and, well, it's now Silent, just making some stuff work once again. Oh, Matt goes for the stun. He knows there's no BKB anymore. Silent. There's a Stifling Dagger coming through, and Silent, he's getting scouted out by pretty much everyone. Joral, there is an Ancient Apparition Ice Burst, so Joral gets dropped down here by the magical damage. 1, 2, 3, oh, Solar's finding it. Pray to the RNGs, is certainly working off so far. Fucking mad, now right hand side, but they do seem there's a Sentry Ward down as well. And there is Silent going down, it's a monster kill streak, 750 freaking gold. It's a lot of gold going the way of Denial, but is it gonna be enough? I don't know, because no one's actually got buyback inside of Denial, it feels like, so, well, uh-oh. Maybe this isn't everything. There might be more. Joral is here. Oh, do they see him though? No, they don't. They did see the Radiance burn left hand side though as well. Ferris. Oh man, yeah, he's gonna be fine. Maybe. There we go. If this would have been like 3 crits in a row, he would have died, but that's a major prayer to the RNGesus. Is Solar building into a Aghanim? I want to see eggs on the Ogre Magi so bad, because if you guys didn't know, Ogre himself got a bit nerfed, I want to say, on the Fire Blast. However, his Aghanims had upgraded unrefined Fire Blast is still the same. It's still just as amazing as it ever used to be. So that's great, right? So, now there's gonna be a Vitality booster. I love this cloak, actually. Empire is not really solely reliant on magical damage, but even the right clicker that is Mirana is heavily invested into the Maelstrom, so there is a lot of potential magical damage. And of course it's a Mirana after all, so Silent is looking to be a very hybrid-oriented hero. Like, he's doing a lot of magical, he's doing a lot of physical as well. And of course Yuki as well. Well, I don't want to say majorly magical damage, but he isn't doing only physical, so picking up a casual cloak is absolutely amazing. But now here we go with Roche, and it looks like Denial have absolutely no idea. This ward is of course Empire's, and as such Denial have... Yeah, they don't know. They don't even try to contest. Now the smoke immediately popped afterwards. And let's see if it's actually gonna be Empire picking up a kill. If they do... Oh, this is smart. They want to smoking into the base. Kyo, he is so dead. And he doesn't have buyback. 60 seconds on the sidelines. This is actually a big deal. I wanted to say this is maybe not that bad, but now he comes from trees as well. Oh, he can't use himself. He just used it. And now the wall, the vacuum as well. But Harris is completely out of mana. He's running. He's running. He can't run. Not from heaven. Not from this Empire. Mana. There's no doing. Bloodless is doing work. Fucking man. He's trying. He's trying hard. He can't get his ultimate off. He dies in the process. It looks like a 1-for-1. Empire just rolling now right now. The second game. The Dota Pit League Season 2. This is heavy investment from Empire, but paid off nicely.
Dire's middle tower.
GG's call, that's it already. Wow! For some reason we got some pauses. What? Doesn't matter. So the game is gonna be good. We're gonna have another doubleheader of Team Denial if I'm not completely off, which is gonna be coming up in just a second. So I'm I'm certainly looking forward to this as well, guys. Stay tuned here on Twitch TV/DotaPit. My name is Chipmuckle. If you guys have any sorts of suggestions, Twitter.com/Chipmuckle. You know, if you don't, that's fine as well. I'm just subbing in for Mord because he is ill, and that's a big shame. But you know, the High Ground TV boys are usually, of course, covering the Dota pit, and you're gonna get them. You're gonna get them back. This is only a one-time thing. So as such, that's pretty much it. Guys, stay tuned for more Dota coming your way here on Dota Pit in just a bit.